Look who's still asleep. I'm not surprised, which is why I'm here. But, yeah, it looks like you really drank a lot earlier. Kind of looks like somebody has a problem. But, you actually have another problem. A bigger problem right now, and that's me. But you don't know that. You don't know that. But you'll soon know. Once you wake up, and you'll have a look in the mirror. But the great thing is, you won't know that it's me. Okay, but I hope you do know that it's deserved. I hope you do understand that trying to get with other people's boyfriend, soon to be boyfriend, is not a good idea. Okay? So, I brought something in my baggie. Don't worry, I will not harm you. Well, you might see that differently once you wake up, but, you won't be like injured after this, so, even though maybe some people might think that maybe you deserve that, but I'm not evil. So, because at the end of the day, I only want to teach you a lesson, okay? I don't want to hurt you. I want to teach you a lesson, okay? That maybe you shouldn't flirt with my boyfriend, soon to be. Okay? And that you constantly trying to be the center of attention, right? And flirting with everyone, right? Flirting with somebody who clearly is meant to be with somebody else and not you, right? It's not a good idea, right? Because you know that. You know that he's supposed to be with me. You know how perfect we are for each other, right? I know that. He knows that. All of our friends know that. And you know that too. But you don't care. Or you know what? You do care. You do care. Because that's why you're doing all of this, right? Because you think it's fun. And meanwhile, you're making everybody uncomfortable. Everyone around you. Me, him, definitely him. And all of our friends who are there to witness what are you doing. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing for you. But it's also so humiliating for me. Like, to do that in front of everyone. You knew what you were doing, right? To just flirt with him like that, throw yourself at him like that. I really couldn't take it. I had to leave. I had to leave early. But you know what? I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing because, well, number one, I had a little bit of time to, calm down a bit. Think about what I should do about this situation. And also, because I was the first one to leave, no one will know that I did this, what I'm about to do to you. No one will know. No one will know that I secretly came back to do this. And, what should we do first? I think maybe your eyebrows, because, they always look so perfect and so pretty, which is kind of me, it seems like you put a lot of effort into grooming your eyebrows and, like, doing your makeup and stuff, and, that's nice, but I think it's kind of inconsiderate, because you know how insecure I am about my short eyebrows, and then you come with your perfect eyebrows. And you know what? I think I'm going to make this easier for you from now on. I'm going to just draw them on for you permanently, and then you will never have to do them again. Isn't that nice? They're just permanently done. Alright, and then you don't have to put in so much effort into looking great and attention grabbing and, you know, making sure that you always look so much better than everyone else, right? Because that's clearly what you're trying to do, right? You want everybody around you to feel ugly. So, now, with these eyebrows, you will always be the most attention-grabbing person in the room. Yeah. They will always be done, you know, you don't have to go through all the steps of like putting gel in them and filling them out and stuff and plugging or whatever, right? You know what? I think actually maybe this one is going to be more relaxed. And the other one, we're gonna give them a little bit. We're gonna give this eyebrow a little bit of an arch. You know, like giving you an interesting expression. Yeah, how about that? Huh? Oh yeah, that's nice. Look. Oh wow. What an interesting attention-grabbing face you have. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yes. Like that. And you know what? Because you love showing off your nice long eyebrows, I'm gonna make it even longer. Yeah. Connect them to your hairline. Oh wow. They're so long. I wish I had eyebrows that were long like yours and so beautiful and perfectly filled in. Okay. Yeah, that's so pretty. Oh. Wow. You've never looked better. Okay. What next? What next? Oh, so much real estate. I don't know where to start. You know, since we are already doing facial hair, I think you would look great with some facial hair down here. Maybe a mustache. You know what? I think a mustache is a bit too stylish for you. I feel like it doesn't really fit your personality. Oh, how about a goatee? You know what? I think that would go so well with your eyebrows. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, try all the individual hairs. Oh, that looks so good. Yeah. You know what? And I don't think it's an issue that, you know, I'm using black. I think it's actually a really nice contrast, you know. You know, that way it really like pops. Yeah. So nice. You know what? I'll make sure to leave like an awkwardly long gap right here. I think you pull it off. Yes. That looks fantastic. Wow. It really balances out the eyebrows, you know, now. It looks a little... It looks more crazy and less crazy. Somehow. know what? You know what? I think one more thing. I think I'm gonna add one more thing to your face. You know, because I really did appreciate it when you were showing off your new tattoo. Yeah, you do that a lot. Always trying to be the center of attention, you know. Because nobody was fucking asking about your tattoo. Okay, you know what? Somebody was asking. But still, for some reason, you then needed to show it off to everybody there, right? No one else wanted to see it, right? And my boyfriend also didn't want to see it, okay? He just faked being interested, right? Because he's nice and he doesn't want to make the situation awkward, even though it's already awkward because of you. So, because you love talking about your tattoos, about your beautiful, cute little stars, very original by the way, how about I draw some on your face? That way, you'll definitely draw attention to yourself and to your stars and your love for them and whatever the fuck they mean to you. Who cares? How about that? And then you no longer have to pull up the sleeve of your shirt like a slut, because everybody can see your beautiful new tattoo on your face. How about that? Okay, so where do you want the moon? You can give me an answer. I think, well, probably on your cheeks, right? Yeah, have a lot of space there. Okay, right here. Oh wow, how cute. You know what? Now that I'm doing this and seeing how it turns out, I think it's kind of embarrassing that you paid that much money to get a tattoo. Because, I mean, if I can do this and it basically looks as good as your tattoo, like, what the hell are you paying all this money for? Whatever. Oh my gosh. Wow. This suits you so well. And you'll never have to beg for attention again. I think people will happily just talk to or about you now, without you having to awkwardly insert yourself into every conversation. Yeah. So I think I'm done with this. Not much space left. Okay, but I'm not done. No. I have one more thing for you. One more thing in here. Yeah. Because I did use a permanent marker, but even that comes off eventually, you know what I mean? And I think cutting your hair is just, it's not permanent either, but a bit more permanent than the marker. So, let's see what we can do with that. So let's see what fun things we can do with this guy. Okay. Alright. Where do I start? Over here. Okay, over here. Because that hair is just... It's like almost like it's being presented to me. So easy to grab. Okay. Gently. I don't want to pull your hair and wake you up. Even though that seems pretty much impossible at this point. Oh, wow. You know what? It's kind of like it's framing your face. You know? Is that a thing? Having like your hair frame your face. Yeah, it's kind of like that. A little choppy, but you know. Oh, and maybe not perfectly symmetrical, but I don't know. Good enough. Good enough. You know, it'll be fine, okay? You know what? I think if I just cut something off the top, that will really balance everything out. Okay? Alright, let me just grab some hair right at the top. Oh my gosh, I knew it. I knew it. It looks perfect. It looks wonderful. But I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Oh, right here. Wow. Oh my gosh. You know what? I feel so much better than I did earlier, really. This is kind of therapeutic. You should try it. Boom. Okay, there we go. I mean, you'll probably need far less shampoo after this. So that's good, right? Over here. You know what? I could totally just take a lock of your hair out. Do some like witchy rituals, you know, curse you. No, I'm not crazy. I don't know that stuff. I'm vengeful, but not crazy. No. You're the crazy one. You're crazy for thinking that you can do all that stuff and get away with it. Right? Thinking that I would just take it, let you do that, let you humiliate me in front of everybody, let you harass my boyfriend. So to be the guy that is supposed to be with me. But it looks like you are wrong. Because you're crazy. You're crazy for thinking that would work. You're crazy to think that I'm just gonna take this and let you do that. So, I need to get more from the back, you know. Or you know what? Actually, it's kind of like a mullet, you know, like kind of shaggy. Yeah, isn't that kind of trendy? You're looking so stylish and definitely attention grabbing and unique. Unique for sure. And most importantly, you're learning a lesson today. Well, tomorrow, whenever you wake up. I wonder how our group chat is gonna look like later. You know, everybody freaking out, trying to find out who it was. Well, you were the last one to leave, so it wasn't me. She didn't look like this when I left. It must have been our host. I went to sleep, I swear. She didn't look like this when I went to bed. I get revenge. You get a lesson. And everyone gets entertainment. Isn't that great? Wow. I think I'm done here. Yeah. I think I'm done. Oh. You have hair all over your face. It's gonna be itchy later when you wake up and you'll realize it's there. You know what? It's getting pretty late. Early. Whatever. So I better go before you do wake up. And yeah. I'm so excited to hear from you later. And to see whatever photo you're gonna post later in the chat. That's gonna be awesome, you know. 'Cause it's kinda hard to see in this lighting, you know, in this angle, but to see your face and your hair in its full glory, wow. I'm excited for that. So, yeah. I better go. Sleep well.